Hello there. Respiration is a critical aspect of life on Earth. Breathing, on a spiritual level, is essentially the physical manifestation of non-physical energy focusing itself into and therefore lending itself to physical embodiment. Consciously controlling your breathing induces physical, mental, and emotional states. This is the foundation of the modality of breath work. Today, I'm going to introduce to you my particular favorite technique for breath work, breathing through your pores. You can use this as your daily meditative practice. It's common knowledge that as physical humans, we breathe through our lungs. But what's not common knowledge is that we in fact breathe also through our skin. It's called cutaneous respiration. Now, what's interesting is we can breathe a lot more than just oxygen through our skin. We can pull in vast amounts of non-physical energy. In fact, your pores are akin to tiny chakras, all of which are bringing in and emitting energy from the body. Our skin does not only inhale, it also exhales. It helps the body release toxins. It sweats. This is wonderful on an energetic level because it means we can use our pores to inhale positive vibrations and exhale negative vibrations. Here's the baseline technique. You want to begin just like any other meditation. You want to be watching your breath as it comes and goes from your lungs. After you feel yourself settle, you want to switch your focus to your skin. And you begin to feel or intend that your skin turn into the quality of a sponge, so that every time you breathe in, the suction created from your breathing, in fact, pulls energy from the outside in through your pores, a bit like a vacuum. Feel this energy that is being drawn in through your skin accumulating inside you. This is a prana practice. You can keep the practice at this, or you can add the element of the exhalation. To add exhalation to your practice, intend that with every exhale your skin exudes whatever energy is stagnant, negative, or unneeded within the body. Alternatively, you can imagine that you inhale energy through your skin, which accumulates, and with each exhale, the unneeded, negative, or stagnant energy is exhaled through just your lungs, throat, and mouth, like that's the channel that it's using to escape. Keep in mind that this technique works better when you're in warm conditions, unless you are specifically wanting to work with the cold or vibrations that directly involve corresponding cold temperatures. My favorite use of this technique is to breathe in and breathe out feeling signatures through the skin. Now, to understand feeling signatures very briefly, let's put it this way. When you are kissed by someone that you have a massive crush on, that gives rise to a physiological sensation. It's a very specific sensation, which is why we could say it's a signature. It's a feeling signature. And that feeling signature feels very different than the sensation of hugging a friend when they're about to say goodbye to go on a long trip somewhere. So, these individual feelings, though we may give them names, are ultimately something we feel. We know and remember them by how they uniquely feel inside our body. To learn more about feeling signatures in depth, watch my video on YouTube titled How to Feel Better, Feeling Signatures. To use a feeling signature in tandem with this practice of breathing through the pores, you want to imagine an experience which creates a very strong emotional signature or feeling signature within you. So, for example, say that I was totally in love with the idea or the way that it felt to be sitting outside at a ranch house with a beautiful table in front of me that had a steaming hot cherry pie on it. First, I would get into how that feels. I would make it as real to myself as possible so that I had a really strong grip on that particular feeling signature. I would imagine that feeling signature around me as a cocoon, and then I would begin to breathe in that feeling signature through my pores. The sky is the limit when it comes to how to apply this practice of breathing through your pores. So let yourself get really creative about how you want to apply it to your life. But just in case you wanted some, here are some suggestions for things you could do with this practice. You could breathe in and breathe out states of being. For example, you could breathe in joy, exhale grief. You could breathe in health, exhale illness. You could breathe in and out the location that you're in. For example, breathing in and out Chicago. Breathing in and out the beach. breathing in and out the mountaintop. You could breathe in and breathe out elements, breathing in fire, breathing in water, breathing in air or earth. You could breathe in the essence of people whom you want to understand. This is awesome when you're trying to do a practice of walking in someone else's shoes so as to understand their perspective. So let's say you were in an argument with your partner. You could say, breathing in and breathing out, fill in their name. You could breathe in and breathe out the energy of people who you want to emulate in your life, someone who inspires you. You could breathe in and breathe out the energy of angelic beings. You could breathe in and breathe out Jesus. You could breathe in and breathe out Buddha or Gandhi or your grandmother. You could breathe in and breathe out thoughts. For example, breathing out, I am a failure. Breathing in, I don't have to get everything right this red hot minute. You could breathe in or breathe out nutrients your body is either deficient in or excessive in. So here's an example. Breathing in, vitamin D. Breathing out, toxins. You could breathe in the essence of natural things, herbs or minerals, things in the natural world that may benefit you. For example, breathing in frankincense. Breathing in moonstone. Breathing in tree. Breathing in mountain. Breathing in glacial lake. Another alternative is you could breathe in light and breathe out shadow. Breathe in consciousness, breathe out unconsciousness. If you find that you're struggling with this technique, it may be a really good idea to try a full body relaxation exercise before moving forward with pore breathing. But you will find that this technique, though simple, is particularly powerful. The sensation of pulling in energy through your skin is unmistakable. So go ahead and add this tool to your repertoire, and have a good week.